Hi there, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. So today, the question is, what does the universe have to say to me today? What's my message? What's my guidance today? So you can choose from pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, or pile number 5. You know how this works. If you need to pause the video for a moment while you tap in to which pile that you're most drawn to for your message, you can do that. And so for those of us who have already decided, I'll go ahead and get started. So let's go first of all to pile number 1. What does the universe want you to know? Pile number 1. Look at that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, look at that. Okay. So this is the Dreamer card. So the Dreamer is the one, it's like the beginning of the journey. It's a new start. And it's talking about trusting yourself, pushing your fears aside, maybe even taking some sort of a leap of faith. But, you know, this is just like stepping out in faith and going, well, let's try this. Don't know how it's going to work out, but let's just do it because this is my dream and this is what this is what I've always wanted to do. So why not try it? So that is the first card. And then it's followed by the Spiritual Teacher card. Now, this card talks about how you could help other people to heal, perhaps through, classes, sessions, seminars, that sort of thing. It's about you teaching others. So maybe your dream is to, be the person who helps other people to get into touch with their spiritual selves, or just helping them on their journey, And then this other card along with it says, let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I'm looking after them. So, you're afraid that maybe you've got some fears around what if I step out and go after my dreams? What's going to happen to the people I care about? Or, is this going to get in the way of me having a relationship with the people I care about? Is everything going to be okay? Are they going to be okay with me doing what I'm doing? And it's talking about not worrying about that everything's going to be okay. So if you have loved ones that you're worried about, this is a message also to tell you that it's going to be okay. So just let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. And don't let that, stand in the way of the things that you want to do with your life, right? Because you're putting your energy maybe into them instead of into yourself. And finally, the card that we've got here from the Your Soul Knows deck is the Signs card. It talks about the universe responds. So be attentive to its answer. So, if you've been asking the universe, should I do this? That sort of thing. And is everybody going to be okay if I do? It's telling you, look for the signs. Maybe this is your sign. I don't know. That's up to you to figure that out. But you look to the universe for signs. So if you put it out there, just know that, those little indicators that you see along the way. And it's up to you to decide too what those indicators are going to be. So you can tell the universe, like, if this is what I'm meant to do, then show me such and such, show me this number over and over again. Show me, a green car, or whatever it is, show me in the clouds, show me a sign, let me hear people talking about this. Something is going to trigger you to know that the universe is responding. So whatever you decide that the universe is going to use to communicate with you, that's how they'll communicate. That's the easiest way. There are other ways, but that's one of the easiest ways to do it. So pile number 1. That is your message from the universe. That's what the universe is letting you know today. So let's move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, here we go. So we've got this card here. You've got you're on the right path. And we've got this one and choose joy. So initially, now this card was in reverse, so read it this way first, and then we'll talk about what it could mean if it's in reverse. But it talks about, you've got so much going on and stress being caused by many positive opportunities. So there's like a lot of things coming at you, a lot of things that you could do, pile number 2. And you're like, oh, I don't even know which way to turn. I don't know. Should I take this job? Should I move to this place? You've got all these opportunities in front of you. But it does talk about unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and business and travel. Now, when it says the ability to multitask, it's also because it was in reverse. You're feeling like you've got so many things coming at you. You're feeling like a little overwhelmed, and you're not sure that you're going to be able to multitask enough to do all these things at once and to be able to make your best decision. But it does talk about unexpected events, like something that could happen all of a sudden. So once you do make that decision, once you do take that stress off of yourself, that's why in reverse, then after that point, that those changes can suddenly take place. Things will fall into place really, really quickly once you make your decision. And then it could involve, also business or travel, going somewhere to make that happen. The next card here, which is a great card to have if you're trying to figure out what you're doing, it's the You're on the Right Path card. And it says, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So, you might have all these things in front of you and you might be like, oh, I took this stuff on and I don't know if I can do it all. But it does tell you, yep, you're on the right path. You're going to make it. You're going to be able to do it, and keep doing what you're doing. And then we've got trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so that you can trust your divine guidance. So again, what it's talking about here is, you've had all these ideas, these epiphanies, like in this card here, like the fireworks are going off in your head. You've got all these ideas and opportunities, and it's telling you that, yeah, you've been blessed with this epiphany, with this idea, with this light bulb moment, this thing that you want to do, and that it's really a blessing that you've been given that. But also know that this Archangel Uriel is present to clear away your worries so that you can trust that divine guidance, because you're like, am I on the right path? Is this the right thing to do? It's saying yes, yes, it is. So now the other thing that the universe wants you to know is, because you're worried, you've got a lot going on, it's telling you, choose joy. Find joyful moments in each day. So that's to help to balance all these things that you have going on. So you're going to be busy. You do have a lot going on. You do have a lot of opportunities and work, etc. in front of you. But it's telling you, if you find something in each and every day to bring you joy and happiness and, tap into your passion, then that is going to help you to balance this and make it possible for you to carry this out and follow it through. Wow. Okay. Pile number 2. That's your big old message today. So let's move on then to pile number 3. So what have we got here? Pile number 3. All right. Financial security, environmentalist. Embrace this magical moment and use discernment. Perfect. All right, so this card here, this card, the 10 of Earth, which in regular tarot is the Pentacles, which refers to money, that sort of thing. And so it's talking about financial security for yourself and your family. So, it could be, some kind of inheritance or retirement or just money coming in, that you've been working towards. And it talks about you finally finding peace and contentment in your life and honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. So there's something going on here to do with your family. And it's got a positive tone to it as well, but it does have to do with your financial security. So there is some peace and contentment coming into your life in that respect. And this card here talks about environmentalists. So this talks again about the environment around you, which is your family. But this one also refers to As the card says, you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So, but also it's got to do with being here to protect and nurture and teach your family, right? And so it can be, you know, your pets as well, and nature and the environment. So if you have some sort of, you know, a draw to help to protect the environment or do something good to help, you know, to help animals or that sort of thing, then that could be connected to what you're doing in the financial security area. However, this is more about your immediate environment is intuitively what I'm getting, but it could refer to the other for some people. So it's going to have a different meaning for everybody. So it talks also about passing on knowledge. So you could be teaching other people in your family about how to take care of the environment as well. Now, that is followed by this card here, which is embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And again, it talks here about energetic space, and this talks about environment. So that's the environment and the people and the place around you, that it's actually saying, you know, you're in the perfect energetic space right now. So that means that, you know, peace and contentment in your life, the people around you, so things are looking really good. You're coming to some peace and contentment with situations, maybe in your family, with your financial security, your basic foundation has to do, you know, with your root chakra. That's your foundation and security. And so if you've got any, you know, issues around that area of your body that need healing, then that could come forth as well. So this talks about you being in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles and allowing your wishes to be fulfilled. Allow them to be fulfilled, because some people are like, you know, should I do this? Is this okay? That sort of thing. And there we go. Sorry, I had to pause the video. There was a big truck going by outside. So it's kind of noisy. So it, again, the energetic space, there we go. And the final card here for pile number 3 talks about using discernment. So look beyond appearances and trust your inner guidance. So, you know, outwardly you might be like, oh, I don't think this is going to work out. I'm not sure, you know, the space around me, the people around me, not sure that it's going to be okay. But if you go ahead and, you know, tap into your own inner guidance and just know that these things are what is coming forward for you, and that you are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting your miracles and allowing your wishes to be fulfilled. Just look beyond the surface stuff, because it might not look like things are unfolding the way you want, but guess what? This talks about it being a magical moment for you, and the miracles are coming and the wishes will be fulfilled, especially around, you know, family and your home environment, your foundation. Perfect. Okay. Pile number 3. Now, let's move on to pile number 4. What do we have for pile number 4? There you go. Leadership. Blessing and waters healing. Oh, okay. So let's first of all look at this card. Now, this card is the card with the word ego on it. So this card actually says on it, talks about the illusion of being trapped. It talks about accepting responsibility for your situation and then making the choices that support your path to happiness. It also talks about addictions or unhealthy habits. So this is the time, you know, to break free. Like, she's got the chains here, and the angel is breaking this person free from the chains that they feel that they're trapped in. So it also talks about, you know, addictions or unhealthy habits. So that could be, you know, substances, or it could also just be habits. Like, I'm in the habit of, you know, living this way. I'm in the habit of, you know, having this dynamic with these people. I'm in the habit of accepting being treated this way in my home or my job or whichever, right? So it, you know, maybe it's a job where you feel trapped, but you're not, because for instance, in a job or a relationship, there's just, it's a different way that you have to look at it to get out. I know in abusive situations, it is a lot more difficult. But when we talk about some situations, yes, but the majority of the situations, we're not as trapped as we think. So when we have a job that, we're complaining about every day, and oh boy, can I relate to that one. When we have a job that, we're complaining about how terrible my job is, how terrible the customers are, and how mean they are, and I don't know what to do, that sort of thing. Well, the thing is, we're so used to going to that job every day that we think that, well, I'm just going to keep doing it because I don't know what else to do. You're not as trapped as you think. If you can spend time looking at some other options, you can break free from those chains that are there that you feel are holding you in place. So it's just a matter of, trying to look at things differently. So the job in itself can be a habit or an addiction, can be an unhealthy habit. If it's not a healthy workplace, then, you're just getting up and going the same that every day because that's what you're used to doing. So that can be that type of an addiction as well. So it talks about, accepting responsibility for your situation and the choices that you're making, right? And make choices that support your path to happiness. So that's a big card, we'll say. And this is the leadership card. Again, look, it talks about taking charge of the situation. So that's, yeah, look at that. So it's talking about taking charge of the situation. So you have to be the leader. So maybe the situation you're in, maybe it involves more people. Maybe there's a whole lot of people that are not being treated right, or you have to be the advocate or something. This is talking about you taking charge of the situation, whether it's for yourself or for others or for everybody, right? So it's talking about taking the lead and just taking charge to make the changes that need to be made. And then we've got, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. So know that you can take charge of this situation and know that the angels have your back and have things under control when you do. And what it will come is far better than what you dared to dream. So maybe you think that by, making the changes and stepping forward and taking the lead in this situation, that things aren't going to work out for you, but it's actually telling you that this situation and what you do stepping forward is actually a blessing in disguise, because it's going to bring you something better than you even expected in the long run. And the water is healing card. It talks about, in addition to staying hydrated, spend time in or near water. Now, we all know that none of us drink enough water. I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday, and how they find it really hard to drink water. But your body truly, truly needs water to be healthy. And maybe that's got to do with, the addictions and habits as well. And maybe, you're drinking too much coffee, so you don't bother drinking water and that sort of thing. But it also was about staying hydrated and spending time in or near water. So you've got all this stuff going on here, and you've got this situation to deal with. Just know that you can spend time near water to help balance your own system. So if you can go for a walk at the beach or the lake, or if you can't do that, maybe you can take like a spiritual bath and get the negative vibrations and negative energies off of you, right? And spiritual bath, by that I mean, you can take a bath, you can put herbs in it, that sort of thing. Or just even Epsom salts, huge difference, so good for you, for most people. And you can, if you don't have a bathtub or you're not near water, you can take a shower. And with intention, take the shower with intention. Imagine the water coming down over you and washing the negativity away. You can do prayers while you're in the shower. You can do prayers, and you can just ask the universe to clear all those negative energies away, and, give gratitude for the good things and all that sort of thing. You can do all that at once, And, you know, everybody's like, oh, things take so much time. Nope, they don't. You can do one thing while you're doing the other thing. So this is going to support the things here that you are moving forward with. So that is a message for pile number 4, if you chose pile number 4. So let's move on to pile number 5 and see what do we have here for pile number 5. Oh, a victory card. Excellent. Builder and trust and adaptability. Okay. So the first card that we have here, the 6 of Fire. And this card is about victory. That's a great card to have for whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life, or the answers that you're looking for. It talks about wise choices that even bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. So if you're looking for something like that right now, then it's telling you that you're going to be victorious. And this is the Builder card, and it talks about your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So again, it's talking about accomplishment. And this one talked about recognition and success, promotions, award, or scholarships. These are 2 good cards to have together. So Builder, when we get the Builder card, we see, you know, somebody with a hammer. It could be building something physical. Maybe you want to go and become a carpenter or something like that. But it also, you know, it could be maybe somebody who's an architect and you're going to be creating beautiful buildings or whatever. But the other thing that it can mean for an oracle card reading is building your life, right? The things that you building your spirituality, building your confidence, you know, building a better life for yourself, putting the things in place that are going to create your life of your dreams, your success, right? And your accomplishments. Now, we've got this one here, trust in divine purpose, card number 34. And I wasn't drawn to numbers on any of the other decks. So the number 34 for you, pile number 5, did pop out at me. So that can be either the 34, or if you do numerology, it can also mean a 7. So these numbers might be significant to you. So I only usually speak to them when they pop out at me. And so now we've got trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. So growth and building, and that's what it's talking about. And trust in your divine purpose. It has to do with your purpose, right? The things that you've been building, the things that you were looking to succeed at, and you know that the victory is arriving for you. And then the last card for pile number 5, it's about adaptability. So it's about remain flexible yet strong, like a willow, bend but don't break. So again, you see this person with the muscles and their strength, you know, they're very strong looking, and this one talks about strength. And so it's got it's got a hammer, so you know you're not going to break. Even if the hammer comes down, you're not going to break. What you're going to do is you're going to, you know, look for different ways to do things. So you're just going to be adaptable. You're going to be victorious, but remember to be adaptable, right? So remain flexible yet strong. So be strong in knowing that these are the things that you want. You know what you're looking for, but also to remain flexible about how these things come about. So maybe it wouldn't be the way that you might expect it to happen or expect it to look like, but it's actually going to be exactly what you need, right? And it's going to take you to this recognition, promotion, award, scholarship, whatever it is that you're after, and to trust in the divine purpose. It talks about healing will come. Know you're on a path of growth. So you're growing, and, you know, the healing, it's like you've had difficulties to get to this point. I mean, it's been a struggle is what it's feeling. And this is a 6 card. So it's like, you know, for 6 months, it's been a big struggle, but I'm sure that, you know, it started before that. But again, this is about Archangel Uriel because it's got a U on here. So Archangel Uriel came up a couple of times. So Archangel Uriel is really, really to the forefront of this reading. So you can look up Archangel Uriel and what Uriel means, and then see if there's a message in that for you as well. And, you know, that's what the message is for you there for pile number 5. It's about victory, making wise choices that bring public recognition and success. So this isn't something like, you know, really small. I mean, if it's a scholarship this time of year, because I'm doing this reading in September, it could be that you're after a scholarship to somewhere, and it's talking about, you know, the struggle to get there, but that you will get it. And it might not be the one that you expect. It might be a different one, or it might come about a different way. But, you know, it talks about the healing that will come. And it's like whatever path that you were on and you've been trying to accomplish something, it's like something happened and it got in your way. And it was quite painful for you. And that's what the healing is talking about. But it's saying, you know what, it didn't work out the way that you first thought it was going to, but it's okay, because things are going to be, and that was what the other one said too, things are going to work out far better than you expected. So maybe pile number 5, you might have also been drawn to pile number 4 and vice versa. So because that message is rather in both of these groups of cards, both these piles. So there we go, pile number 5. Big, powerful messages. So whenever you see this reading, although I did mention, you know, September being the time of year, whenever you see the reading is when you're meant to see it. The universe will guide you to the things that you need and the signs when you need them. So I wish you all many blessings, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.